Okay. Before starting this video, I just, wanted to come here and say, like, anybody who does decide to listen to this, I greatly appreciate it. This is a project I've been working on for like a little bit. It's always been a thought, my bad. It's always been a thought, but I kind of decided it'd be super dope to, really put it to action pretty much. But so all I really want to come and say is thank you for listening. If you do, I really hope you guys enjoy this. And if you do, I'll probably post it on the main channel for a bit. And then, once it starts getting a decent amount of traction, that's when I'll be able to take these and put them onto their own separate channel, so my content isn't cluttered all in one spot once we get to the point where we want to get. So yeah, like I said again, hope you guys enjoy, and I'll catch you in the next one. What's up, everybody? It's your boy Kami, and welcome to the first ever Lights Out podcast. So today's topic, we're just gonna be talking about, growth mindsets, different things like that, and let's get straight into it. So I got the boy Duber
Howdy.
and Ilzy with me today.
You heard?
You know what I'm saying? These my boys. What you talking about? How y'all been doing today? How y'all day been
I
going?
know the vibes. But I've been chilling, bro.
I feel that.
Yes, same. Been chilling.
I've been doing a lot of work though. I've been low-key surviving off of coffee.
Uh, I want to say I feel you on that, bro, but I do not drink coffee like at all. That shit is absolutely foul to me.
I literally just started.
Okay, I won't say at all. I'll like drink coffee here and there, but I don't like coffee. It's
My
nah.
mom, my mom's got a coffee maker out of nowhere, so I'm like, all right.
Oh yeah, you was in there immediately.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm more of a tea person, but
All type shit. Yeah.
yeah.
I like tea.
Yeah, but no, same, chilling and vibing. As y'all know, moving back to Georgia. So I've been just literally been prepping for that all day, pretty much.
Aren't you gonna be moving on like the 17th?
No, not 17th. I'm leaving the 19th or the 20th. Yeah, I would have left the 16th, but I got a party to go to the 18th. It's like party bus and whatnot. So, you know what I'm saying? Got to go to that. But no, yeah, I just been vibing.
You pretty much finna. By the time you get to Georgia, you finna be there around Christmas time, basically.
That's exactly the point. Yes,
Sir.
sir. Yes, sir. Yeah, going to see. Gotta see my mom. Gotta see my mom and the girls. But no, yeah, like I said too. Yeah, I'm just been vibing, bro. I was streaming yesterday. I don't know if y'all seen, but I was streaming Horizon Zero Dawn, right? And it's a PlayStation exclusive. Super chill game, honestly. Super chill game. And my PlayStation ended up having to reset, so I pretty much got to replay through the entire story again. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't do New Game Plus, right? But no, listen, it was cool. I'm like, okay, this is cool. So in the game, they got, the difficulties, and they got a difficulty called Ultra Hard, right? And I had already played on normal, so I'm like, fuck it. Like, if I'm gonna be doing this for stream, let's play on Ultra Hard. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like that would have been a pretty dope stream. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
right. So I'm thinking like, oh yeah, Ultra Hard. Like they was telling me how like buying stuff from merchants was gonna be, more pricey, and mobs are gonna be more hostile. Yeah, like the typical stuff Ultra Hard. I wasn't thinking too much about it. Okay. Let me fucking tell you, when I say a boy was struggling, I didn't even get to the first part of the main mission for the first 2 hours I was streaming, okay? They took away my aim assist, bro. Those fucking mobs are overpowered. The shit was stupid. I was absolutely pissed. It's not even funny.
The first 2 hours.
Bro, first 2 hours. So you know what I did, bro? I switched that shit back to regular hard, bro. Regular hard. Like, they took my aim assist away. You don't take aim assist away. You don't do that. You don't take aim assist away. You know how fucked you are if you take aim assist away?
The
So,
only time I've ever like played a game with no aim assist is R6 because you have no choice.
wait, R6 doesn't have aim assist?
No. I mean, like if you do like terrorist hunt, you do, but that's like warming up shit. Like when you're playing the game, no aim assist.
Actually?
Yeah, I got you.
I feel that, bro. LZ, bro. So when are you gonna have everything set up so you can start doing your stuff, bro? I'm waiting for you to drop more content, you dick.
Hey man, told you I get my PC back tomorrow.
Oh
Chill,
yeah, touche,
chill. Slow the roll.
bro.
Slow the
Bro,
roll.
I don't care, bro. I've been waiting. I've been waiting for that Swifty K9 stream.
I've been waiting for it too.
I've been waiting, like,
You
bruh.
know, it's gonna get done. You know, tomorrow. Get the PC back. I'm gonna set up. Probably gonna stream tomorrow night and put it on. Yeah. Put it on time.
All right, bet.
But for sure, dropping. Well, I'm not gonna make myself dropping the video. But I'm recording a video tomorrow for sure.
Okay.
For the reaction channel shirts. And then yeah, if I can stream tomorrow night, it's gonna be done.
All right. Okay, bet. Oh yeah, this is gonna be lit. Right, the Duber. When you posting your video, I heard you trying to come up with the title for it.
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow?
Yes, sir.
Oh yes, bro. Oh my God, content finna be through the roof. I love
Yes,
how I'm
sir.
sitting.
Y'all
I
know
love
the
how
vibes.
I love how I'm sitting there asking. Oh yeah, bro. When you upload? When you upload? And I haven't uploaded in like a month. Bro, but like, listen, hear me out, right? Like,
Yeah, what's your excuse?
bro, we don't need that, bro. You know why? Because we the best players in the game.
Oh, sorry.
We don't need that.
Factors.
Fact, you know what I'm saying?
Watch
Nah, let me stop. Nah, I mean, you know, I've been getting ready for the move and stuff, and just I just been trying to work on a few things here and there, which actually is gonna get us set up for what we talking about today, which is, you know, growth mindsets and different stuff like that. So, you know, now that we've had our introductions, we got Duber, LZ. The other thing is too, we actually might have another guest come in, depending on what happens. We'll see. But
Swifty.
Swifty, right? But okay, so you know, just kind of starting off. You know, I really want to get into the past. You know what I'm saying? Let's go back a little bit, all of us. So the first thing I want to ask you guys is, what do you like? What was your mindset 5 years ago, if you could remember from that far back? Like, what do you think, or like from your recollection, like, where do you think your mind was as an individual about, like, I'll say 3 to 5 years ago? Or
How old was I 5 years ago?
okay, how about
Let's say,
beginning of high school?
Probably like freshman year.
Yeah, okay, let's do beginning
that
of
was
high
like-
school.
Yeah, basically,
Beginning of high school. Yeah. So where do y'all think y'all are at? Either one can go first. Y'all can decide.
I'll go.
Yikes.
I bet.
5 years ago, freshman year, however you want to put it. Honestly, my mindset, like, okay, just like walking into like high school itself, like, my thing was just like, damn, all these people I'm finna meet, how is high school finna be, you know, F word, as many girls as you want,
Mm-hmm.
do, you know, just like mess around. Didn't take me much serious as I do now whatsoever. You know, it's like I had no like thought of grinding and like any type of way when it comes to schoolwork, entertainment. I don't know. I just had a very immature mindset. You know, it was just fucking around all day.
Right. Okay, how about you, Duber?
For me,
Mm-hmm.
freshman year. I'll say once in my freshman year. I remember my first day of school. And I was like, I don't know how I'm gonna do this for like 3 more years. Or 4 more years, I guess, since it was like first day of school. I was like, bro, I honestly did not like high school at all. But mindset wise, I feel like it was really just me trying to like get used to like life, I guess, because like before then I won't necessarily say life was necessarily easy for me, but it was I wasn't doing too much work, let's put it that way. And
Oh, okay.
once I got to high school, that's when I had to start doing more harder work.
More responsibilities.
Yeah,
Yeah.
more responsibilities. Yeah, that's
Okay.
when stuff like that started hitting me.
Right. Okay. Damn, me beginning of high school 5 years ago. I would say going into high school, you know, I wasn't, you know, it's cool starting high school, but I didn't think too much about it, you know. My mind wasn't how I feel like a lot of people's was from off of the movies, and that area of like, oh, high school is gonna be like this, high school is like that. This is the environment. I don't think I had that mindset going into it. Overall, I was super chill. I would say, especially coming out of middle school, I had a fair amount of discipline. I was, just I don't know. Mindset way back then was just really mellow. Just go to school, do my work, try to get a really good GPA. To get ready for college. Just I focused heavy on my academics, I would say. Definitely heavy on my academics. And then I just moved on from there. And I would personally say that I would say I was pretty mature for my age back then.
Yeah.
I think I've always been pretty mature for my age. The way I thought about things, the way I perceived life was definitely a lot more mature. What do you guys think? How mature do you think you were way back when?
Back then.
Okay, go ahead.
Or,
Go ahead.
Okay.
Do your
Well,
shit.
back-
I can't.
But, yeah, back then I say, for the most part, at least most people I hung out with would say I was mature for my age. Mainly just because I was usually the youngest one out the group. Like
Okay.
most of the people I hang out with would be at least a year older than me.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I feel like, I guess for my age maybe, but personally I didn't think so. I thought I was pretty immature. Like just in the way of thinking of how life works type shit. Yeah, but I feel like in any other aspect that's pretty mature though. Like when it comes to like greeting people and other stuff, but like when it comes to how life works, I was definitely very immature. I had a lot of stuff to learn.
I feel that. How about you, Ozzy? Or Swifty?
Yeah, there you go. Honestly, it really like depends on like the situations,
Mm-hmm.
I could be very immature with certain situations, but just like in general, like I was pretty like I was mature, but it was just like like I said, certain situations I became like immature, or like
Right.
I knew like I was immature, but I was mature at the same time with certain situations. Like I know like how to go about certain things or what to not do, but I still like did what I know I was supposed to do.
Yeah, I feel you on that. Yeah, it's like certain
It's like,
aspects
I
you
was
knew you were
but my
mature.
decisions wasn't.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so you were mature, but the decision was. I've never heard somebody say that before. Actually, that's a really good way to look at it.
I didn't hear him.
Yeah.
I
Hey,
said-
okay. Hold on. Speaking of that, other guest came in. My boy, SleepyDon. Up and
He
up.
left.
Wait.
He back. He's back.
Okay, he's back.
Leave again. Come back.
Oh wow. SleepyDon or Antonio, my boy. Up. He left again.
He left again. He's coming back. He was up. There
Okay.
you go.
He's back.
Hey. All right, leave again. No, I'm just playing.
Are you alive, brother?
There it goes.
There we go. Okay. All right. Since he came in a little late, if y'all don't know, the boy SleepyDon or also my brother Antonio, one of my dancing buddies, super cool guy. You know what I'm saying? Real cool fella right here. Real cool fella right here. Might be, there's a possibility he could be going on the Georgia road trip with me. We'll see what happens with that.
I'm sorry, brother. I asked the parents and they were like, no.
She's a sellout.
Apparently they need
Jesus.
She really sold. And
She
apparently
did.
they didn't get the house.
I mean, it's cool. That's why I was like, it was super last minute anyway. So it's like, well, we're chilling, just asking. But no, yeah, this is done. But I guess going off some things. Asking you the first few questions I asked everybody else. I want you to answer. What was your mindset at the beginning of high school? And then, how mature do you think you were around that time?
My mindset at the beginning of high school was don't get into a relationship, stay in your books, and try to have some friends. I think my level of maturity, I had that like depression maturity, but at the same time, I think it was about by like second quarter. I was just acting like a child, bro, for sure. But I like was always around. Basically, I was code switching. I was around seniors, so I would act like I was like mature. But when I wasn't around them, I was just doing stupid stuff. Like I remember, I have a video in my phone of me wearing a basket on my head with 3 different pairs of sunglasses. Like that's how childish we were being. So yeah.
Well, okay, but would you consider that childish or just playful?
I think I was definitely just playful at the time.
Okay, you have to say that because you know that's a big difference between being really goofy and playful and actually being childish.
Yeah, no.
Okay, okay, so then kind of stemming off and Antonio, Tony, if you want to start first, what kind of person do you think you were? You know, at the beginning of high school.
Bro, I'm just kidding. I was like, that was a sellout. Nah, dang. Okay, this is deep. I think back then I was the type of person that was just like, I was confident in who I was. I was stubborn because like nobody could tell me that I was wrong because I thought I was just smart. But at the same time, I was just like laid back. I was just trying to get to know people.
Right. Okay, so nothing too crazy. You know, pretty mellow vibes all around from what I'm hearing.
Basically.
Okay, how about you? I feel you on that. How about you, Duber? Dubem, are you there?
I'll take over.
I bet. LZ. Nah, forget you, Duber. You're a sellout. No, I'm playing. No, yeah, LZ. Yeah, you can go since you already wanted to speak up. Yeah, who do you think you were as as a person? Like, what do you think you were 5 years ago, high school?
Honestly, I think I was pretty cool, chill. You know, like I made friends easy. You know, like you come to me like I was never like a disrespectful person. You know,
Mm-hmm.
it's just like you get to know me, I get to know you, and we cool. But
Right.
one thing about me for sure, like there, is that like I feel like I put myself in other people's hands too much. You know, like I feel like I could have avoided so many different other problems and drama if I wasn't like the type of person that's like, okay, don't get me wrong. If you have a friend, close friends, whatever, something happening, you know, see what's it about, step up, whatever. But I just feel like I threw myself out there too much, and like I feel like people knew that I was willing to like go as far as I can to make sure like my peoples are straight. If I fuck with you, I fuck with you,
Okay, yeah, I feel you on that.
And I just feel like it was kind of a part. Oh shit! I almost choked on a Dorito.
What? Ain't no way.
But I feel like it was a far fetch, because I feel like a lot of people like wouldn't step as much as I like used to do, like people like I feel like because at the same time I feel like a lot of people like wasn't as cool as cool as me, I feel like they just like call for my name whenever something's going on, Right. They knew I was gonna say no and I was gonna be right there. I don't care. I didn't care what the consequences was,
Mm-hmm.
Feel that.
Absolutely. Yeah. All right. How about you, Duber?
What type of person was I? I was definitely a character, but I had to put it in words. I'd say I was like, I don't know. I think the best way for me to put it really is just naive. Just really naive.
Yeah,
like don't get me wrong,
the chillest clownest person ever.
Yeah, I was definitely chill and clown though. I would definitely say that. I definitely had my times, but I feel like I was definitely chill. I was calm, but there'll be certain scenarios that I'll be in where I would lack experience and I wouldn't actually know what to do.
Okay, but I feel
It was crazy because a lot of the stuff that I actually I lacked experience in, I gained a lot that same year, which is kind of crazy.
Yeah, I feel like that's kind of expected as a freshman. We're kind of
Yeah.
just like naive. I believe that all the people from eighth grade were gonna be my friend by the time freshman year started. By the time freshman year ended, half of the kids that I went to school with wasn't rocking with me anymore. But I was a theater kid, so that's probably why.
Oh,
Okay.
Nah,
I,
I'm glad.
let me spit something real quick. Theater drama, real. Carries over. Niggas, they start hating you. You know, they get into cliques, and all of a sudden they just be beefing. And that was the case. That was just the case. People were just beefing for no reason.
Jesus, fucking theater kids.
Exactly.
What were you saying though,
I'm
LZ?
I'm glad like going to the middle school I'm going to, like a lot of people that like I was cool with, then I like go to Southwest or the ones that did, like those is like the closer ones like I already had through middle school, you know?
Me,
Like
Let's just
yeah,
relax.
me.
like and it was just
I
like
just linked it together. My bad.
and it's just like, you know, like I just like I was chilling, you know? It was just
Hmm.
like I was everywhere, like you know, I was pretty much like I don't know, I was everywhere having fun in middle school, getting in trouble a lot.
Right.
You know, I was
Yeah.
you know, grades wasn't good whatsoever. Could
Yeah.
spell falafels with it. And
I
it was just
definitely
like
remember the
crazy.
days.
And you know, but like I said, like a lot of people didn't carry over, you know. But like the ones that like did was the ones that was like had that like friendship, like that brotherhood friendship. Like even though like, cause like me and you like we like been like mad like cool, but it's like
Hmm.
we didn't have to speak to each other and hang around each other like on a daily basis, you know. Cause
Right.
like those are friends that like it's actually like real friends. Cause like if I talk to you here and there, whatever, and we cool, like we mad cool, you know. Anything happen, I'm staying for you, step for me, whatever you need. Something
Hmm.
I got you. I need something, you know. Vice
Right.
versa, you know.
Yeah,
And like
exactly.
a lot of those people. So when I went to Southwest, I didn't even know a lot of people. I didn't like know pretty much anybody unless you're on the football team because that's some you know practice and like the ones that went to N that I was cool with.
Exactly. I
So
feel you on that.
I'm glad like now like then I was more of like a social person, you know. Like
Mm.
but now like I'm starting to like I close off a lot. Like I'm still like kind of social
Hmm.
just because like lots of things I'm attempting, you know, making music, YouTube, streaming and shit like that. So just like when it comes with that, like that's the most like socializing I do. You know?
Right.
And I'm pretty much closed off, and I'm glad like I don't got to deal with none of that extra stuff no more. You know,
I feel you.
or I had to
Yeah.
deal with that going into high school.
Right.
I feel like on the topic of friends, bro. So like all my day one homies, I feel like in freshman year day one homies, completely like I used to be best friends, purely tight with Braden Abbey. All of a sudden we stopped hanging out because of some drama where it was basically he said she said, but we found out that somebody else said it overall, and we were just beefing for no reason. But we never got cool. We never got best friend again. We just started talking and being homies. But
Hmm.
like the person I'm best friends with now, literally came out of nowhere. I barely knew him when we went to middle school, and all of a sudden we met because of Santi, and we've just been best friends since. And I just think it's crazy how like you can find these people that literally will just like ride or die for you, and you don't have to talk to them for like, bro. There's just people you don't have to talk to, but as soon as you meet up again, y'all cool. Like me and VJ, literally barely hit this dude up because we just be on our own stuff, and we hit up, talk, link, vent, and then we're just cool. Like nothing ever happened.
Facts, definitely.
One
Yeah.
thing I want to say, LZ, by the time I met you, you were a complete mystery to me. I did not understand you, bro.
I'm not, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you. I think out of everybody, LZ's the only person I've ever met who's more mysterious than me, and I'm a
Like,
mysterious
bro,
ass person.
LZ confuses me. Still to this day, don't know if we're like friends.
Bro, like, like I'm cool. Like I don't got no problem. Well, I got a problem with like somebody, you know. But like that's a different topic,
Facts.
and like not for here. But like you know, nothing never made like, cause like I got flip this, you know. Like the people that I'm cool with, like, I won't speak. Okay, honestly, like, there's a lot of people that like I'm cool with, but I won't speak to you really unless you speak to me now. It was just like at first I was one of those persons like, oh, what's up, shaking everybody up, you know. But then over time, shit started happening more and more. So it's just like, damn, if this person fuck with me, this person, he or she gonna say what's up, you know.
Right.
And like, I have my times where I don't want to like I said, like over the years, I like my circle got smaller and smaller.
Mm-hmm.
And like not even just because the people got like weird, moved around. Like a lot of shit was like on my own behalf, you know.
Yeah, I feel
And
you.
like I mess with everybody in this chat. I could be like, I don't know. I could be very confusing, you know. But it's
You
just
like
like
me.
yeah, you like just like hit me up. You gonna get my response, you know. And it's just like,
Yeah.
you know,
Well,
if you want to, yeah, we could, link up, you know.
well,
I
okay.
still remember the first time I like fully had an interaction with LZ. It was after school at the gym, like at the Southwest gym, and we were working out. And I remember my wallet got stolen, and we were trying to figure out who had it. And they started questioning everybody at the school, and then we finally went to the bus stop, and then they wouldn't let me on the bus stop, and you left. And then all of a sudden, I forgot what happened. Next day, I come back. I remember it was you telling me that somebody found my wallet in gym because I left it there. That
Mm.
was,
Yeah, I
Well,
mean, by the end of the
why
day, we all
where
cool
we
peoples. You know what I'm
that day?
saying? It's always like that. We all cool peoples, but off, straying from our tangents that we always be going on. Fucking weirdos. Um, let me think. The kind of person I was. Uh, I would say out of to sum it all up the best I can. Not to be super long about it. Is I was lost. I didn't know. I definitely say at that time I didn't know who I was as an individual. I didn't know. I didn't know my
That's true.
purpose. You know, so I was always anybody. Anybody can tell you I didn't have one friend group. I was around everybody. Everybody pretty much knew me in school to
Literally.
some. You're right. Everybody knew me to some degree in school, and that was because I was super social. But I also had my very antisocial, independent days. Well, yeah, I didn't really know who I was, and I think at that time I was really just going around and trying to figure myself out, and it was an interesting process. Sophomore year, definitely, and I'm not gonna go too in depth with that. I think Antonio and everybody really knows how sophomore year was for me, and I'll touch on it a little bit, but no, yeah, I was just super lost, and I was trying to find myself. And it was a good experience freshman year. So
And another thing, hold on, let me ask someone.
mm,
Another thing, so it's like a lot of times, like I didn't speak to people, because like then like I always got weirded out because it's like I'm like, damn, how did this person know me? How did this person know me? How did this person know me? And I feel like I never seen your face ever, or I never spoke to you or anything. And it was just like random people just be knowing me. I was like, bro, what's going on? Like, who's speaking about me? This and that. And I was like, what the hell?
mm-hmm.
I get weirded out.
Right.
And I was like, then I used to like assume the worst, like, and like I always like I was like I was a chill person, but it was very easy to get me to get on go.
Absolutely,
And
yeah. Definitely slight anger issues. You freaking crack baby. All right, but yeah, okay. So, just for this next question, let's try to keep it, a little short. How was growing, for you throughout high school? Growing as an individual. Thinking from freshman to, senior year, graduating, or for Duber and Antonio, from freshman to now being a senior. How's like growing been for everybody?
um, girl, okay, so honestly, I had like a pretty like I like mature like slowly. Like I said earlier, like I was mature, but the decisions I made wasn't, and it was just like until junior year, it was like second quarter, I ended up leaving Southwest, and that had like a major spike in like me being mature. I left, got away from like everybody. Like don't get me wrong, I used to like come up to the Southwest damn near like every day, and just see people that I was cool with, whatever, or to do like certain things that's not gonna be set up here. Just growing, just like I don't know, it was like actually really tough for me for like when it came to like school wise, but when it came to like maturing in life, like I was going through like tons of shit, like I was going through hell, and like
Yeah.
a lot of people didn't like realize that, and it was just like I tried to play something that I wasn't like through high school because it's like I didn't want people to like see the real me, because it's
Yeah.
like everybody like okay, like if you're gonna be honest, like everybody like they get to school and they like play a different person,
Absolutely.
like not saying it in a bad way or anything, it's just like a lot of shit I went through definitely like damn near buried me, and it was just like me going to school took a lot, and then got to put on this fake face and fake personality and shit like that just to get through. And people still have they say they say what they say, whatever, but they don't realize like what people's actually going through, and like that shit like actually made it tough, because just like me, instead of me trying to focus on my own behalf, I was trying to focus on others and making sure like I don't know, it's hard to explain, but yeah, it was actually kind of tough until like junior year, and then I got to start getting shit together.
Okay, for you. How about y'all, Antonio Duber? Whichever one want to go first.
I'll go first, I guess. But for me, growing, uh, I say it was hard. I'll definitely say it was hard. I would say because I know, especially getting into high school, it was really hard for me to remember the stuff that they were teaching me, knowing that I would never put it to use in real life. That makes sense. Like,
Yeah, no, absolutely, absolutely. I won't even get
that's
into that topic because that's a topic for another podcast. But I feel what you're
another
saying, man.
podcast. Yeah, I just that feeling was something that was hard. To this day, it's still hard for me to deal with. But like outside of school, really just like life stuff, it was also hard for me too, cause I kind of how VJ was. I was definitely lost. Like I didn't know what I didn't necessarily know what I wanted to do, but like I wanted to figure out what I wanted to do, cause
Right.
I didn't want to be lost anymore. But like it was just hard to figure out like what to do. You can't just rush stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
But that's what I was definitely trying to do, and that was not smart.
Okay. How about you, my boy Tony?
Let's see. Well, it was hard because um, I didn't want to get out of the mindset like my destructive. By sophomore year, I gained this like destructive mindset where I just stopped giving a fuck about the wrong things, right?
Hmm.
And then my mom's now ex-husband saga happened. I got a little sister, and just like the amount of stress that was coming from my house and all the expectations. I feel like as soon as junior year hit and all that stuff was happening, I finally changed and got like the right mindset per se for school, and got the right mindset for life. And like stuff still is happening, but like people literally say to me that when I came back to school this year, that I was completely different, and it was weird to be around me. And all of a sudden, I stopped hanging out with the OG friend group, and I just was like focused on dance. I was just focused on stuff that could like do my career after school.
Right.
I was senior year. I'm just so done with school. Like I'm literally just passing just so I can go to Columbia and Chicago. That's it.
Right. I feel you. Yeah. Growing for me throughout high school, it was what's the word? What's the word? It was to some extent eventful and mentally exhausting. You know, like I said, you know, going through just the briefly going through the years of high school. Freshman year, you know, is the excitement, high school, yada yada. But like I said, I was just kind of keeping to myself, kind of lost, you know, just clicking with a lot of different people and trying to do my thing. Uh, Sophomore year, I'll touch up on a little bit because I know Duber and LZ, you don't really know. Sophomore year was definitely the hardest point in my life. Uh, the darkest time too, honestly. But it produced the most amount of growth on a level that is honestly like inhuman. The amount of stuff I went through all within the span of I think 6 months, I think was probably really overwhelming for a 15, not even 16-year-old yet, because you know my birthday's later in the year. But so it was you know it was eye opening for me sophomore year, and I can touch up more on that if y'all want to know about it. But yeah, that junior year was a really good year. You know, I hit a point of growth that honestly I think was really helpful. I realized a lot of things over the summer of sophomore year, and I just, you know, I applied those. So my junior year was really cool, and that kind of also transferred over to my senior year on to graduation. You know, I learned more. I learned from mistakes. I picked up on bad habits that I had that I needed to fix. I picked up on shit that I realized I would do that would be detrimental to me later in life if I didn't get rid of them or fix them now. And yeah, that's just growth through high school was a fucking shit fest, to say the
But
least.
yeah, I'm definitely down to know what happened. I actually wouldn't mind telling you about my darkest times too.
Okay. Yeah, I can briefly. We'll see. We'll see. I'm not too sure how long this podcast will be. You know, I'm down to talk for fucking 3 hours if I need
Oh,
to.
and
Second, another thing to say. I feel like the growth was backwards, and the only time I ever had like that major growth is when I was isolated by myself in COVID.
Mm.
Cause I had to I finally had to face myself. I'm like, well, might as well get my shit together.
All right. All right. What were you saying, LZ?
um, one thing that actually made it really really hard on me also is that like people don't realize like I said okay, I walk into school, certain people like, why you look mad or whatever, you always look mad, or a lot of people see me joking around, laughing, whatever. But a lot of people until this day, a lot of people don't know that like I actually suffer from really bad anxiety and depression, and like people don't, and this been going on like for years, like up 10 years, you know, and like it's like very first started when I first got to middle school, because like if you know me, then you'll know like at least some of my history is just like what goes on outside of school,
Right.
like more personal life, you know, and like that's when I like the hoodie thing first came about, and a lot of people don't realize like I actually wear hoodies because I feel more like closed off to the world, you know,
I
Mm-hmm.
feel
like
that.
I
Yeah, I
feel
feel
like
you. I feel you on that.
I feel like I'm more in my bubble, and like a lot of people wonder this and that, this and that, this and that, but truly like didn't or and still don't like know like nothing about me whatsoever. Why I do this, why I wear this, and it was just like a lot of people came. They said this and that, a lot of false like a lot of false stuff, and it was kind of buried because it's like damn like I could prove to them this and that, but it was just like now I'm going out of my comfort zone because the way how I feel like deep down inside right now, it's just like why would I take my hoodie off and I start getting really uncomfortable and my anxiety go shoot out the roof just because I want to try to prove the next person what I have or what I can do. And it was just like, I don't know. Like
Yeah. No. Yeah.
actually
I,
it's like yeah.
I feel you coming.
I feel like
Oh, you can go, Antonio.
I feel like LZ. I feel like I picked up on that when I was like I picked up that you had anxiety. Like I can never know if somebody has depression. I definitely know if somebody's like going through it because I can see. I have this weird thing where I can just see it in their eyes if they're actually going through something or they're just trying to in that way. But I like knew that you had anxiety on how you like talked to me. You were like always hesitant with everything you said, as if like you were having like you were anxious about just talking in general.
My
Yeah.
boy Runs, thank you for the follow, by the way, too. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So I guess I can touch up on, the subject of my sophomore year. So just just for LZ, for you and Duber to kind of know. So I guess to start off, to kind of explain how it all came about.
You even
I'm
start that, bro.
No, I won't explain that story. I think that we don't have time for that. We can go into that for a different topic, probably like a mental health podcast, whatnot.
Mental health.
Or so like probably a relationships podcast. Girls relationship podcast. Then I could talk about that. Y'all can hear about that story. And LZ, you know a little bit about it because you know the girl.
Oh God.
Yeah, so LZ knows a little about it because he knows the girl. But so I guess to really like start things off for y'all to have a better understanding, I'm not gonna lie. So I didn't, I like I'm not gonna say, oh yeah, I went through a lot of like rough shit, yada yada, because I didn't really do it. I mean, I didn't grow up, super wealthy family, yada yada. I didn't grow up with a dad, the typical things. But my mom, she was an absolutely phenomenal mother, like hands down. Like one of my best friends, my first ever best friend, honestly, super close to her. And when she raised me to really look at the world in a different way, and she let me be my own individual person. So I was really able to grow a lot. But because of that, because of all that growth, I matured really fast because of the things I was exposed to, and because of that, I did well with a lot of things, and it was almost like it was always expected for me to do really well, and because it's always expecting me to do really well, I was also a person who was super happy. So when anybody would ask me to do something, I would always do it. I always want to be there for somebody. I always want to be super caring. I will always put my needs and my well-being before anybody, hands down. Even to this day, still, to a certain extent now, because I know. But way back when, it really didn't matter. If you asked me to do it, I would say yes. I literally, it was one story that it was one time that I climbed under a house to get a cat. Like, all my cousins convinced me to climb under a house, right? That could have had who knows what under the house just to get a cat, and I was like, yeah, I'll do it. So it was that deep. But because of that, I gained. It was almost like I had to do great at everything, And I felt like if I didn't, then if I didn't please the people who like looked at me that way, I was in the wrong. All right. And it's not nobody's fault, not my mom's fault that happened. That's the mindset that happened with me. It's just it's natural. Just the environment, the element that ended up happening. But so with sophomore year rolling around like that, I got into a situation where I gained a really good friend, and it was a girl, and you can't really friends with girls that often, so. The friendship ended up leading to me, like catching feelings pretty much, and everything went downhill from that point. Once I explained how I felt, which I thought was the right thing to do, everything went downhill from that point, and I was a super impatient person, so I fucked up immensely. But on top of that and a lot of other things, a lot of people don't know, I wouldn't say I was depressed per se. I was, but I wouldn't say like, oh, I had depression. It's more I've had depressive thoughts. But my self-esteem was really low. I was suicidal to the extent where there was almost 4 attempts. Not all the way, just because, I would always sit there and tell myself, oh, it's, super selfish and it's just not worth it. And, there's a lot of stuff I want to accomplish in life. So I was able to always talk myself out of it. But throughout the time of sophomore year, I always kept myself closed off. I never was able really to talk to anybody about, mentally how I was, because I always kind of went through that by myself. And I was also, kind of a light for people. I think everybody can agree. Like when you see VJ, you think like, oh, super hype, yada yada, like good vibes, And because of that, I know personally a lot of people have come to me and told me that I've affected them in a positive way, and I've like brightened their day and made them just feel absolutely amazing just from seeing me. So because of that, I never really wanted people to see me, in a dark spot, because I wanted to be that light for them. So a lot of things got suppressed, a lot of things got pushed down, and overall it just wasn't healthy, it wasn't healthy at all. So yeah, sophomore year was tough. I went through a lot of shit. I tried distractions. Those didn't really work. Those went to hell. But I will say, I've grown from that immensely. I have, and I still have thoughts here and there, but I'm not an idiot, so I know how to work through them. I still have some bad habits from then, but I mean, you can't, you can't automatically fix something that has been ingrained in you for so long.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's kind of where I was sophomore year. But sophomore year, like I said, was the biggest growing point for me in the most inhumane way possible. So I'm I'm definitely grateful to a certain extent on all the events that transpired and how much I was able to learn from those. For sure.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's a bit of my sophomore year. A bit of my life. Be a bit vulnerable, even though I hate that shit. But okay, so pretty much transfer into that now because I think it's a good spot to start. We're gonna kind of talk about our current mindsets and where we think we are now. So personally, for me, I am in a pretty good spot. I still have some things I want to work on, but mindset wise, I know what I want. I know the things I want to work on, and I'm consistently striving to do that. I always have it in my head to be the best version of myself. So my mindset right now, I think it's phenomenal. Is I'm fucking years beyond my age mindset wise. So any of you would like to go?
Well, I ain't heard nothing you said, to be honest. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Oh wow, that's wicked.
I guess
No, I
I'll
was like,
go.
please is zoned out.
That's wicked. All right. I can answer the question. I
Okay.
think current mindset very good. My mental state ain't. But
Uh,
that's just because of the stress and the amount of stuff that I'm having to deal with in this relationship. Yeah.
right.
But overall, I definitely think I'll be good. I just need to get out of high school.
Mm-hmm. I feel that. How about you, Duber?
Mindset now.
Yeah.
Definitely say it's a whole lot better than it was 5 years ago. But I'll say I have a hard time staying in the present.
Mm.
Like I think too much in the future, too much where it's to the point where I don't know how to what's the word? Like live in the moment.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's fucking annoying at times.
Yeah.
Most
All right.
definitely.
Okay, how about you, LZ? So the question, I don't know if you could tell already, but it's pretty much how do you think your mindset is now? Like where do you think it is?
Oh, I'm the top dog.
I respect that. Fuck is you talk about? Unbeatable. The best player on the planet. I feel you.
But no, for the I feel like it's way better. Like, there's definitely like still stuff that like I need to like grow,
Mm-hmm.
But just like overall, just like from the past to now, I put it definitely on a scale from like it grew definitely it grew a lot. Like I had to like I'm like really I feel like I'm really mature now. I'm starting to like move on my own a little more. I'm starting to focus. I'm starting to focus on like myself more. Like I'm not quick to run to the next person, help the next person out, or I'm not quick now. I just feel like I like sit back and like look and like reserve. I say reserve,
Mm-hmm.
but I was like I don't know. I sit back and like think about every move I make. Like I think of life like a chess game now.
Yeah, I do the same. Think more
And like
tactical.
yeah, and like I feel like if I like for example, like if I was to go back into high school, like starting tomorrow, I feel like I wouldn't be the same person I was in high when I was a freshman and sophomore. I feel like my GPA would have been much higher.
Okay.
I'd have had less problems. You know, I'd been able to like get like stay out of drama, get out of drama. Like I don't know. I feel like like I said, I'd be like moving more precise. Same way I do now. You know,
Right.
I feel like starting to catch up. You know, just seeing everything around me, and just like having like experience. Because you know, I feel like experience played like a big role in a lot of stuff.
Right. Okay. Okay. And since you actually brought up, the high school thing with that and like doing that change, how and why, did high school like change your way of thinking?
How and why the high school changed my way of thinking. Um, Honestly, it's probably like a lot of people don't give their staff credit,
Okay.
but like me gaining like connections with like a lot of staffs in the building, you know, like they also like, you know, talked to me, showed me like around the ropes here and there, and like seeing like different people with like different situations and problems around me helped me grow. Because like I know like, okay, this person, I know, okay, I know this person's struggling too. Now the thing is about it, I'm not going to compare our struggle, but I see he have a different struggle, you know, and like that's something like, okay, I can like take thing like, okay, I'm like, I don't know, what's the word I'm looking for? What's the word I'm looking for? But yeah, I could be grateful. Yeah, I'm just gonna use grateful. I could be grateful that like I'm not in that next person's shoes, even though I'm struggling too.
I feel that. Yeah.
But it's like now, like I said, other people's struggles could like help me grow. You know, like even though I'm not experiencing, I'm not in those shoes, but like, since the next person experienced something, I know like, okay, like I could go about it. If I was in the shoes, this is how I could go about it. Cause like I seen the outcome, how the next person went about it. So it's just like, okay, if he did about it the correct way, you know, I could go, okay, if I was in their shoes, I should go about it this way, you know, like I could learn from the next person. Or if this person fucked up in that situation, he could learn about a different way, you know. I
Yeah.
preserve it and, you know, take that if I go in those shoes and choose a different way to go about it to like get a different outcome.
Right. So pretty much just being like observant of situations and going off of those.
Yeah,
Not doing those same mistakes.
yeah, and responsibility.
All right.
Like people don't like high school. Like I didn't like high school. I still don't like school in general. But like being responsible is like a really big thing. Like even though like DuberX said like earlier, like a lot of things like he felt like he was learning in school that he'll never use in life.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of things that you do at school you will lose in life. And I'm not saying like the subjects, but the things that involve around those subjects.
Yeah. For
Mm.
sure though. Yeah.
Oh yeah, for sure. I didn't even really think about it like that too. That was actually a new
Yeah,
perspective
I
I
know
never
the
seen.
name DuberX. I know the name DuberX.
But yeah, that's pretty. But yeah, that's yeah.
Okay. How about you, Duber?
What's it?
What was the question again?
All right. So pretty much how and why did high school change your way of thinking? And it don't have to be all super detailed and intricate. If you want to like have it brief, you can do that as well. Just and however you want to put it, how do you think high school changed your way of thinking for like currently now?
Honestly, what really changed my way of thinking was not being in school. Like once like Corona hit and when I started doing online school, that's what
Mm-hmm.
really changed my way of thinking. Cause it was
Actually,
like that
actually,
was when like you kind of felt like you're on your own now, cause like it wasn't just like oh wake up, go to school, do that. It was like no, like you wake up, you can do like you do online school, then you go about your life.
Right.
And it was a struggle for most people too. So it was just like though it made me think more like independently. Made me
Mm.
think on like how to be less dependent on other people. Not saying that that's a bad thing, but you don't want to be too dependent on people for certain things.
Absolutely. Okay. All right. How about you, Don, brother?
Like I answered this question, but school made me grow when we were online because I literally tanked it, but it made it obvious that I had to stop relying on teachers for me to learn. Like, the only class I didn't fail all 4 quarters is chemistry. We were like, wow. People were like, why? Because everybody failed chemistry. I was like, bro, it's because I literally taught myself how to do chemistry. Because when I was like, oh, if my teacher isn't going to teach me, then I'm just going to teach myself.
Right.
And like, I got self-independence from that. But if I had to redo high school, I know that I'm like still in high school, but if I had to redo high school, bro, I'd be a fucking econ master. What do you think? I'd go in there. I'd go in there and invest in the right classes for what I want to do. I would be like, since we started with 7 quarters, I would have been in guitar, dance, and choir. Fuck is she talking about?
Please, we could. Trust me, that could be a whole nother podcast on the bullshit of school and the changes motherfuckers would do. Cause agreed.
Oh my god. Nah,
Yeah.
I'd just be a fucking econ master and I'd just be on top of my grades. I think there would be only one relationship I'd get in. Like, if literally history would repeat itself, if I, like, did all of that, there'd be only one relationship I'd get in, and you know exactly who that is, sir. And we just carry on.
Okay, I feel you. I'm yeah, honestly super glad to hear.
And I'd
What?
get a fucking job.
Ah,
I'd probably drop one of the plays that I do every year and just get a job because I need that money to get a car.
yes, sir. Okay, well, honestly, just to put that out there, I'm glad to hear how much my bros have grown over the years and are still growing to this day. It's good to hear what y'all took and learned from that and applied that to life now. How and why did high school change my way of thinking? How did it change my way of thinking? It opened my eyes a lot to the world, myself, and individuals. It pointed out it pointed out a lot of flaws in myself and things within itself, and that honestly that's really it for me. It changed my perspective a lot to a point where I realized things that I don't think I would have ever realized if I wasn't the person who I am.
I feel that.
Yeah, so definitely. Okay. So one thing I do want to ask you guys is there like one individual, that sticks out to your mind, that sticks out to you, that immediately pops up in your mind that like impacted your mindset,
Bro, Brayden
One-
notes.
Okay.
One individual thing.
Yeah, no, like one individual, like person.
Oh, person.
Yeah,
Oh.
an individual person. If you have a thing though too, you can say that as well. Duber.
I'd probably have to say gaming, honestly.
Nah, that makes sense. I can honestly see that.
Yeah, gaming's honestly it's helped my growth a lot. Can't even lie.
Okay. How about you, Wilsey? Individual
Duber.
thing or person?
What?
I say, is there one individual person that you think impacted your mindset? One person or thing? Something that like really sticks out to you.
There's another person, but I'll wait for Ozzy to answer.
Good question. I would just say like the whole like YouTube and just like streaming platform. And probably like music too, just like not even just like specific people like within the music industry, but just like this music itself.
I'll just give a brief explanation before I get to the second person. Okay, Brayden opened me to music, but also he taught me that my life is essentially on veteran difficulty, but he taught me how to like somehow live on easy.
Hmm.
If that makes sense. And I feel like the other person that has definitely like done something to answer that question. She taught me what a good relationship looks like, and like the realization that distance does matter. And I feel like I've slapped myself in the face with this one. You know what I mean, bro.
Y'all don't know. That's the funniest shit ever. Okay, well then,
It's essentially just distance.
right. Okay, so then, going off of that for Duber and LZ specifically. So, if y'all want to give a brief explanation on why those things that affected your mindset and impacted it.
Well, the thing for me is that gaming and content creation as a whole, it's just like, especially when like Corona came a thing and like we weren't going to school physically. That's when I just decided like, okay, you know what? I think I'm gonna start grinding on this stuff. Which, not gonna lie, after that day, that definitely did not happen. At least, at least consistently. At least consistently. But like I would do it, but then like when it came to uploading and stuff, I was not uploading consistently. Came to improving the game, I was doing it consistently. But I'm literally starting to get back into consistently uploading right now,
I
and
feel you, brother. I
I
feel
have
you.
a long-term goal to doing that.
You ain't got a chance.
Mhm.
That's all I can say.
All right. How about you, LZ? Why the music and content creation stuff? Why did that impact you?
Why did it impact me?
Yeah,
It impact,
like
does it
just
impact?
brief explanation too.
But okay, start with music. Music. First of all, just like like okay, a lot of songs I like make, like the first few of them was just like me, just having fun with it, you know.
Yeah.
Just like stepping out my comfort zone, because like first I just like write lyrics, you know,
Mm-hmm.
and me like trying to be because like honestly, like when it comes to music, like you could always have like your own sound, but just like so many people in the world make music, so it's just like you could relate to other artists a lot. So like a lot of people would put you in the same category as other people, but it's just like me, just like because like honestly, like a lot of people around me probably expected like me to like come out and like do like straight drill music, you know,
Yeah.
and it's just like and other people that's like similar to me step out their comfort zone and do different type of music, like inspire me to do it more. And after a while, it was another way like for me to vent, you know. Like I don't make music for other people to like it or anything. I make music for my own ears, you know. It was
Right.
just like I didn't been through that talking to people about like my feelings or how I like think or anything else, you know, and they got me nowhere. So like me just like rapping to a beat, you know, saying anything and like saying like how I feel here and there, you know, like helps me a lot, you know.
Mm. Yeah, I
And
feel
then
you on that.
when it comes to like the YouTube platform and streaming and stuff, it helps me like get away from like anything I feel or like what I'm going through right in there, and like also like give me like the push like okay yeah like I see all these people doing it, I could create this type of content but better or anything else, you know, and it's just like it helps me get that push and like keep moving in life a lot, like because like a lot of people at our age or like even older like don't like watch YouTube or not that into YouTube. Like I feel like YouTube is like actually like a really good tool. Like depending on who you watching, whatever. I feel like it's a really good tool to just like
Right.
keep it.
Okay. Okay. I guess it's my turn. Lol.
I would like to comment on what LZ said about how he just uses like when he makes music, he really makes it for himself. I
Yeah.
feel like when it comes to content creation, I feel like it's good to look at it that way. Like if you look at it, kind of like just like when I make videos, I try to think of it like me as a viewer. Is this something that I would click on and actually enjoy to watch?
Right.
And I feel like
Absolutely.
if you think of it that way, it's very good because it's like the people that it's gonna attract people that are like you because they're coming here to watch shit that you also enjoy.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, I feel you on that. Yeah, that was one thing. Like briefly going to that one thing for content for me as well. Just realizing that, do it for yourself. You know, I stream for myself. I upload videos for myself. You know, I'm not thinking about, oh, I want to get this many viewers, this many views. You know, it's a good mindset. But I will say, I mean, like I said, Antonio already knows the fucking situation. Oh my god, this is a shit show. No, I'm kidding. But yes, there is definitely one individual who impacted my mindset to a point where I don't think I could. I don't think anything in the world could ever, you know, repay her at all, because the situation that I was in with her and the feelings I ended up having for her, the feelings I have for her now, it taught me so much as an individual, and it changed the way I looked at things. It pointed out so many flaws that I had that I didn't realize, and it made me, more observant, more considerate. I mean, this fucking girl, holy hell, like I can proudly say, you know, and I take no shame for this. If I didn't get in that situation with her, and specifically with her as an individual, if I didn't meet her and have to go through all the shit that I did go through, even though it was emotionally and mentally a pain for me, I would not be the person who I am today. I wouldn't be the man who I am today, because that is how much she impacted me. And I guess, like, you know, on that note, it's kind of good to say that she is my first love. So did it work out? No. but yeah, she changed me for the better, and I am eternally grateful, and I don't think anything could repay her for doing that for me. And now I try to be there for her as much as possible.
Bro, you make me sad sometimes. Quickly to what else you said. Bro, I make music, and at this point, I literally just make music to have fun. Yeah, I'm in a band. Yeah, we do albums and we post them on Spotify. But like, I've been making some what I like to call horrible songs, like intentionally, because like, there's a song about me talking about a Nerf gun. There's no context, and then there's one about me singing that I'm smooth.
What the hell?
Cat. Like,
What the fuck is going on?
But these songs are literally just there for me to just be having fun, to feel good, because that's what music is for me. It makes me feel better. If I'm depressed, I write a depressed ass song venting about my feelings, and it's fire, and we put it on the album.
Facts.
And stuff like that. Or I can just have like these days where it's like trash writing, but it's still fun the whole time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah.
I support making trash music, bro. I don't know what it is. Also, it's like my thing. I like have to make a song before I like write anything on an album, because I gotta know how bad it can be, so I can just steer as far as away from that as possible.
I feel you. Well, yeah. We all have gone through, and we all, you know, have those things that individually have made us who we are, whether that's gaming, music, an individual, you know what I'm saying? And I mean, I feel like that's how it always is, you know? It's always going to be that one thing in life that's just gonna do it for you. But so, you know, going off of that and building with the current mindset, so what are some things that you guys do to keep a healthy mindset? You know, even if it's not a super long extended amount of time, you know, what are some things that you guys do to at least try and stay in a healthy mindset?
Honestly, no. I don't know really too much, to be honest. Like, what I do to keep a positive mindset, but just like, honestly, stay out of trouble. Stay away from certain people. Once again, music, you know.
Yeah.
Like that Drugs and Pain song I just dropped. It was just like
Fire.
I got like hella songs left to drop, and I dropped a few already. And it was just like I chose to shoot the video. I chose to shoot the video for that because it's like I didn't say too much of how I feel, but it's like there were major parts in the song where you put two and two together. Like I'm not saying like a lot of stuff that majority everything I say in the song that's like heartfelt or anything is not just me just writing lyrics and just say it. Because honestly, I don't even write those lyrics. I just hop in and just do whatever.
Right.
But like I said, music, you know, like it helps me vent to myself and like helps me keep like the same mindset like that I have. Well, not even the same mindset, but like develop and keep like involved in my mindset. And it's like helped me keep a positive vibe. It's just me just being able to just like wake up the following day helps pushes me, you know? It was just like a lot of people get stopped in their tracks from anything before they get to succeed or right when they succeed or just like any given time, you know? It's just like seeing others, like for instance, like not gonna lie, like you, VJ, like a lot of people like now at the very like beginning stages of doing music, streaming, gaming, YouTube, just anything, like they give up just right off the bat because they're not seeing the numbers that they want to see, you know, that they're thinking about. And just like seeing other small like creators like you, Duber, anybody else that like does like any type of entertainment that don't have like a huge following, like helps me keep that positive vibe. So it's just like, okay, not give up. I know I'm not the only one on this book, you know, like
Yeah, I
I
feel it.
know like the next person, because it's like if you could do it, I feel like I could do it, you know. And it's just like that's the type of person I'm on, even with a song, you know. If I do a song with somebody, which is I got a few songs with somebody, a few people. Like if I see you doing it, you know, I'm going to do it, and not and in fact I'm going to do it. Just like I'm going to try to like, even though you could be my closest friend, you know, I'm going to try to outdo you with it, you know. You know, I get on the song with you, I hear your verse, you know, and it's just like. I'm gonna push. You push, because me hearing your verses, like hearing how nice it was, or watching your videos and how nice your video was. Like that video was nice as hell. Now I gotta do it. Now I feel like I gotta outdo you. You know, it's just like,
Yeah. It's that like that real like a real subtle friendly rivalry, pretty much.
Nah,
Yeah.
because it's serious, bro. Me and Braden made a song, I think, a month ago, and we showed it to like Sagar, and he outflowed me, right?
Well.
Ever since then, I let a white kid outflow me. Side note, nah, I'm just kidding. But like, ever since then, I was just like, I gotta do better. I'm gonna be like when Kanye heard that verse, people, and he literally wrote his whole verse so it can be better than theirs. Like, yeah, that's me every time now.
Right. I feel you on that. How about you, Duber?
Remind me of the question again.
Keeping a healthy mindset. How do you do that?
How do I keep a healthy mindset?
Wow.
I think it's really good on like honestly the way you wake up. When I wake up,
My man's
I like
Duber out here
to.
preaching.
I feel like it's like you wanna. There's something that you wanna do first thing you wanna when you wake up that makes your day feel better than if you didn't do it.
Right.
And for me, how I like to start my day, I like to wake up, get a drink of water, and go in my garage and do things that I do not speak of in this podcast. And
What do you mean by that?
What do you mean?
What do you mean by that?
In the garage?
What do you mean by that?
and
I'm
yeah,
terrified.
just I like to relax, you know. I like to
Next
relax.
podcast, Duber exposed.
Whole time.
I can't. All
But
right.
yeah, that's how I like to start my day.
Okay.
Sir, you didn't even let me answer. Wow.
What do you mean? I was just about to ask
Did
you.
you never?
I was just about to ask you. What do you mean by that?
Okay, there's like 3 solid ways that get it. Like, make a song. Doesn't matter if it's trash or bad. Literally, I'll go to Braden's house. I was just be like, bro, I don't know what the vibe is. I was just looking around the room and I'm like, the last unicorn. That's what I wrote my last song. The last unicorn.
What the fuck?
It was
This man's a
wild, bro,
scoffed.
but it was fire. Like making music, hanging out with Braden in general, or like working out. Because if I wake up and I feel like a day is gonna be off, if I work out, all of that negative energy is just gonna like, while I'm pumping weights, if it's gonna fill off, all of a sudden I'm gonna nearly fuck up myself, and I'm like, all right, snap out of it. We need to keep going, and then I'll like work out for 3 hours.
Right.
Like, those are days I work out for 3 hours. Like yesterday, worked out for 3 hours. Almost just died. Give me a second. I worked out for 3 hours because I was just feeling off, and then all of a sudden I felt better. I walked out into the snow steaming, bro. It was funny.
That's a goated. All right, there.
I had a question for Sleepy.
What's up, bro?
Yesterday music. Okay, like I know this like don't got nothing to do with the podcast, and it's supposed to be a part of like Devil's a little bit, but you know, F for Devil right now, you know, because like he tweaking right now. But like, what's your process of like making music?
My process of making music. All right, so Braden's the producer. He sends me some beats, or I request one. Like I've gone to his house and he makes a beat right in front of me, and I'm like giving input. I think I just like, usually what happens is I'm listening to the beat. I just take a second to like drown out the beat and go through my mind, and then all of a sudden I'll hear a flow with like beat in the background, and then one of the topics that's in my mind will fit the flow. Like all of a sudden it'll just be at the end of the bar or like the beginning of the bar, and I'll make one line, and I'll go to a different topic and make another one with a different flow, and like whichever one I think will flow better on the song for like structural wise, I'll do it. One thing about me though is I don't create hooks until the end, because one, I like struggle with it, and two, I feel like getting all the pain and like shit that I'm dealing, like the painful part of writing the bars and like the topic that I'm on, sometimes there'll just be no point in making the chorus. I'll just flow through a whole song. So I think that's my process, really. I just have to sit down in my mind for it.
That's kind of dope. I like that. Okay.
Not any release.
Wait, I wasn't done. I had to take a second to drink. But on the topic of bad songs, bro, literally walk into his house, he plays a beat, or he'll just like make a targetedly bad beat that I hate so much, and he'll just start recording, and I'll look around his room and I'll start that's it. No, it could be the worst flow possible, or I just mess up, or I like don't breathe. It's one recording until I tell him to stop, and I can't go over the same recording again. I have to keep going.
Fucking weirdo. All right, enough of you. Enough of you guys. Enough of you fuckers and your music shit. Enough of you fuckers and your music shit. We will leave that for Devo's podcast, okay? We leave that for
what?
Devon.
Oh.
We'll definitely get you into that one. If anybody else doesn't know, yeah, we do. So this is my personal podcast. This is the first episode, actually. So that's pretty dope. Yes, sir. You doing it for the first episode. Prologue. Fuck is to talk about?
This is the prologue.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, for Devos, I'll let you know. Yeah, we've done. What did I be LZ and Duban? Was that episode? We're on episode 3 now, I think, for Devos.
Yeah.
Pretty sure it's episode 3. Whatever. Yeah, but for me, keeping a healthy mindset, I have. Let me see. I have 3 different ways. One very unhealthy way. I have one very unhealthy way, and then I have 2 ways that just keep me at bay. So the one way that is the most prominent is I'm always self-reflecting. whether that's every day, once a week, once a month, just randomly throughout time, I will, kind of just sit and talk to myself and think about everything and really go through my own mind. And like, ask myself if I'm good or not, and if I am, why? If I'm not, why? What can you do to if I'm not, then what can I do to get out of that state and get back to where I want to be? If I am, what can I do to push myself even further and be greater than what it is before? Self-reflection is a big thing I learned over the years. The second thing I do is I will write on post-it notes and I will place them like randomly on a wall. I haven't been doing it as often just because I'm gonna be moving, so I didn't have like a solidified room. But yeah, I would just take post notes, write. It'd be a word, a quote, just something really random that keeps my mind to remind me that I am myself and I won't lose myself. And I'll just place them around, and so I'll wake up or I'll be walking around somewhere random. I'll read that, and it'll remind me of where I want to be, how and who I want to be. And then for the unhealthy way, I just take all negative emotions and I shove them deep down low and forget about them. Then call it a day.
Nah, because this man says he puts them in a box and then throws it away, and eventually it just comes back and smacks him in the face.
What? No, you're wrong. I put them in a bottle and I shove them deep down low, and then I just forget about them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's been working for me. You know what I'm saying? Is it healthy? No, probably not. But that's besides the point. We don't need that, man. You know why? Because he's the best player in the game.
Disclaimer: I'm on demon time. I'm finna be saying some out of pocket shit eventually. But I ain't gonna get you canceled off of Twitch though.
Oh, you're wild. You're wild.
I'm
Calm
not
down,
gonna
buddy.
get you-
Calm down,
Zero,
buddy.
but you
Calm
got
down,
it.
buddy.
I got
Calm
it.
down, buddy. Elsie, you hear this bullshit? My man's trying to get me copyright striked and all, suspended, banned.
I'm not gonna do that to you.
TOS. TOS. Oh my god. All right. So one like brief thing I just want to go off of, just kind of hear your guys' stuff. What are some, I say, like, what's one good habit that you've built over the years, and then what's one bad habit that you want to try and fix in the now?
Bro, procrastinating. It's like devil's advocate for me because like it works out sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
But currently, I got like lines to remember and audition tomorrow. I forgot to turn in some homework. Me procrastinating past the deadlines of stuff now.
Oh my heavens,
so I need to work on that.
Procrastination is a bitch.
But a good habit that is literally, it doesn't make sense. I'm completely mentally organized with everything that I need to do. But
That's a fire. That's a fire habit. I wish. All right, how about you, Duber? One good habit, then a bad habit that you want to fix.
One good. Okay, so let's start off with what should I start off with? I'm start off with the bad, the evil.
The evil.
I'm gonna start off with the
good news or the bad news?
Bad habit I need to get out of. Yeah, definitely would say procrastinating. I mean, I've gotten better over the years for sure, but it's just like every once in a while I'll procrastinate a little bit, and then,
What,
like,
bro? Procrastination is like shoving a fucking hot metal rod up your ass. Shit's ridiculous.
For me, when I procrastinate, the thing is that I start thinking, and it's like I'm so serious. I'll start thinking. It'll be like 7:00 p.m. And then next time I check the time, it's 9:00, and I'm like, oh, I've been thinking for 2 hours. I need to spend my time better.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like I go too far into thinking. That's my thing when it comes to
overthinking is a fucking sin. It is detrimental to life. I feel you on that. How about you, Wilsey?
Pretty much the same thing. Like, I'm like, maybe I gotta do a video today. Like trying to like stay consistent. But then I was like, actually, I'll do it later, and then I don't do it at all, and then just like messed up like the consistency. But then like a good habit I do have is like a lot of people that start editing and then they'll stop editing for a little break. Well, y'all need a little break and then go back to it. A few hours later, a couple minutes later.
Yeah.
But once I'm into something, like I like how I don't take no break from it. Once I'm doing it, I don't care how long it takes. Like I finish it no matter what.
Right. That's a good habit to have. You stay persistent on one thing at a time until it gets done. Um, Let me see. A good habit for me. Damn, I have some pretty good habits, honestly. Oh, there we go. Having some technical difficulties. Hold on, he's gonna leave again. Oh nope, never mind. He's violent. Hey, first time's a charm. Okay, a good habit for me. I will say, Jesus, I have some pretty decent ones, so it's hard to think of them all. A good habit is I am really able to how would I put it? How do I put it into words? Um, my self awareness is really good. So I have a really good habit of realizing uh where I'm fucking up at or where I need to improve on, and then coming up with ways of doing that. And that habit's developed over the years to the point where now, as soon as I realize I'm like it's some bullshit, I'm able to immediately recognize that and think of ways to fix that. But then to counteract that, unfortunately, a bad habit of mine that I really want to fix, like as soon as possible, is my inconsistency. I am the best inconsistent person you will ever meet on the fucking planet. It is crazy, and I know how important inconsistency, or I know how important consistency is. I actually have a quote that I came up with myself. I'm fucking God for coming up with that shit. Not gonna lie to you, not a god. I'm just a goat. But consistency is the key to your dreams. The good habits will produce uh, great results. So, I've been, really looking at that recently and like repeating it to myself, and I could honestly confidently say, even though my being inconsistent is a really bad habit of mine, I am actively working on that.
Yeah, that's good to hear.
I'm saying, because I'm a fucking goat. No, let me stop. All right. So then,
I'm a
moving.
typing god.
All
That's how I get my work done. I'm a typing god. That's it.
right, then, all right, moving over into our last little bit before we finish the podcast off. I want to really, and Duber, don't go too far into this, you weirdo. Um, I want to kind of talk about the future for us, and where we see ourselves being, what kind of mindset we want, habits we want to pick up, habits we want gone, skills we want to have, like just, I guess, starting that off, bringing up all those points, where you guys see yourselves or, want to be within 2 to 5 years.
Well, I like this question. I'll go first.
I bet. What do you think, brother?
2 to 5 years. Um, I actually see myself like pretty wealthy. I feel
Mm-hmm.
like you know out of everything I'm attempting, I feel like after like I like get everything in order and me being consistent when it comes to streaming, gaming, music. Well, I can't really too much say music because I actually been consistent with that. But
Right.
like gaming stuff, I feel like more consistent. So I can keep on improving. And I see myself getting with. I see one of those things, if not all of them, taking off. And me becoming like more like I think more older and making more like mature decisions, like when it comes to like anything within this world. Or at least even if I'm not wealthy, I just feel like I see myself in like a really good like stable place. Like not staying in Minnesota anymore. Own house, not apartment, but 2 to 5 years at least. That fifth year, I see myself in my like in a full house. You
Right.
know, and I don't know. I see myself like actually pretty like far, and if not, probably like one of the best artists in Minnesota. And I see myself being actually the first ones, like to actually like make serious noise in Minnesota. I got a
Mm-hmm.
lot of do whatever, but you know it's gonna get done.
All right. Okay then. So then, with that being said, where do you want your mindset to be within that time frame?
Mindset. Um, honestly, the way this world works and where I see myself, I see my mindset being strictly a business mindset.
Okay. I feel that. I feel that. All right. How about you, Antonio? Where do you see yourself in 2 to 5 years, and what kind of mindset do you want to have?
2 to 5 years. Be done with college.
Hmm.
Um, I'm pretty sure I would be going. This is weird, but I'd be coming back here
Hmm.
because there's a dance scene here that's small enough towards where I won't get drowned out by being a dance choreographer for companies and stuff. Like I can work for House of Dance. Cause like there's LA. Going to LA dance scene, I'd get drowned out because there's people like the Kinjas, the Jabberwockies, there's Bailey Sock, S Rank. Unless I join one of those companies, I would be literally forgotten. But if I stay here and like make one, I could get money from that. Also, I could teach music here because there's a giant music scene.
Right.
And I feel like as soon as I establish that, and like my 5th year being here, I'm gonna go branch out. Like once I have a name to like, I'm gonna go see what Cali's like for a couple months, and go see what New York is like for a couple months for the dance scene. Because like, I'm going to college to be a music major and a dance major, so I can choreograph and do music.
Mm-hmm. All right. All right. So
Minoring in
then,
business because that's important.
right. Okay. So then, where do you want your mindset to be by that point?
My mindset, I want my mindset to be a lot like my oldest brother's because I don't know, that man's just built different, and like the way that he thinks, like he can identify. I already identify my emotions as eventually if I like confront them, I'll they'll get over it. I'll get over it faster.
Yeah.
And stuff like that. But basically, how he carries his life and how he executes and does everything is to a T, and just like it's just what how I want to live my life. I'd be cool on money because that's how he is. I'd be good on mental state. I'd be good in a relationship. But I'd just be fine in life, and I feel like that's what I want. Like, yeah, having fun and not caring is all good. In reality, I'm gonna be an adult all on my own. I'm gonna need to figure some stuff out.
I feel you on that. Okay. All right, and I guess that leaves me. So, where do I see myself? 2 to 5 years. 2 to 5 years, I see myself the content stuff definitely taking off without a doubt. I know that for sure. I know within 2 to 5 years I am going to be a predominant creator within the scene of YouTube and Twitch. You know, because I'm gonna speak that into existence. I see myself possibly buying my first house, duplex specifically, and turning that into a rental property, if possible. I see myself on the path of making 6 figures, and at that point, also have my own webtoon started at least. Definitely started at least, and then depending on where I'm at, living in Japan for a bit. That's where I see myself in 2 to 5 years. And where do I want my mindset to be? At the moment, I want to be a better improved version of myself now. You know what I'm saying? I want to, because I like where I am now. I feel like where I am now at the moment is at a very good state. There are just, those few things, those few nook and crannies that I need to, really buffer out to really be refined and polished to the, like a katana, work out everything until I'm so sharp I could slice through anything. So yeah, and nothing's gonna stop me from getting to that point. we all have, honestly, we all have to make sacrifices to get where we want to be, probably. But I think, honestly, all of us are completely capable of doing that, and we have no problem doing it too. Know what I'm saying? Yes, sir.
Yeah.
But hey, I mean, outside of all of that, honestly, guys, I think that kind of wraps it up for us.
Yeah, I'd say so.
You know what I'm saying? Good vibes all around. It's good talking to the boys.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. But
Die.
yeah,
Yes,
I
ma'am.
don't. Yeah, this man say yes, ma'am. Get into it. Nobody wanna see us together, but it don't matter no.
Cause I'm still winning.
This man's like a lot still. Facts though, we stay winning. Big deal. Don't do that. Whole lot of Patron in the bag. Get your money up, not your funny up. I don't know how to do the growl. I'm gonna be real with you.
I ain't gonna lie to y'all. Like, I'm feeling pretty good. Like,
Yeah, nah. Cause you're the
Same,
best
man.
players in the game, and that's
Right.
facts.
You're the best player in the games. We don't need that. You know why? Best
Exactly.
players in the game.
I'm finna write some lyrics. I'm drinking that Henny here.
Yeah, you're. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
I am gonna wake up not sore.
Not sore.
This dance concert over with and just vibe out. 'Cause
Yes,
I
sir.
got this-
I wake up, my arm sore every day.
Bro, I have this.
Oh, lol. Didn't change the title? Or I forgot. Oh, that's crazy. Freaking.
Yeah, you
got
ain't changed the title, but
I didn't change the title. I didn't change the category or anything. We were streaming a podcast in the Apex category. We were playing pubs. I
Apex,
can't.
mad confused.
Literally.
Like, hey, yo,
Everybody stopped like, you're not playing Apex, you fucking pleb. Hey, listen, check it out. You could suck my dick, shorty. No, I'm stopped. I can't. All right, though, everybody. You know what I'm saying? Look, that was the Lights Out podcast, the most scuffed podcast on the planet. All right. Got LZ. Yes, sir. Got your boy Duber.
you're
Yo.
This is why'd you say you're the Duber? Oh my god. Got your boy Duber. Okay, buddy. I got the boy SleepyDon, Antonio. You're a sellout. You're a sellout. All right, well, let's do this again, you fucking plebs. Oh my god. Got your boy. All right, the Lights Out podcast, most scuffed podcast on the planet. Got your boy LZ. Got your boy Duber.
you're
Stop selling. Stop selling. You're literally selling. Okay, take 3, final take, because we don't strike out. All right, this, okay, I repeat, presented by Kami, okay? It's a Lights Out podcast. My boy LZ.
strike out.
My boy Duber.
Hi.
My boy Antonio. And it's your boy SK, aka Sin Kami, Sin the GOAT himself, and we signing out, baby.